After several days in Scotland, President Trump returned to Washington tonight, where questions have continued to follow him over his administration's handling of the Jeffrey Epstein files. Questions likely only amplified after the president acknowledged that Epstein recruited one of his victims from the president's Mar-a-Lago club many years ago.
President, you said yesterday your falling out with Jeffrey Epstein was over him taking some of the workers from your business. But your administration in the past said that you threw him out because he was a creep. So can you explain that discrepancy?
Well, maybe they're the same thing, sort of a little bit of the same thing. But no, he took people that worked for me, and I told him don't do it anymore, and he did it. And I said, stay the hell out of here.
Epstein has a certain reputation, obviously. Just curious, were some of the workers that were taken from you, were some of them young women?
Were some of them?
Were some of them young women?
Well, I don't want to say, but everyone knows the people that were taken. And it was the concept of taking people that work for me is bad. But that story's been pretty well out there. And the answer is yes, they were.
Yes, they were young
Yeah.
women. What did they do?
In the spa.
In the spa?
Yeah, it's people that work in the spa. I have a great spa, one of the best spas in the world at Mar-a-Lago. And people were taken out of the spa, hired by him. In other words, gone. And other people would come and complain, this guy is taking people from the spa. I didn't know that. And then when I heard about it, I told him, I said, listen, we don't want you taking our people, whether it was spa or not spa. I don't want him taking people. And he was fine, and then not too long after that, he did it again, and I said, out of here.
Mr. President, did one of those stolen, persons, that include Virginia Jeffrey?
I don't know. I think she worked at the spa. I think so. I think that was one of the people. He stole her. And by the way, she had no complaints about us, as you know. None whatsoever.
Virginia Jeffrey, who the president was asked about there, died by suicide earlier this year. She was a teenage employee when she was recruited by Epstein and accused him of trafficking her and forcing her to have sex with his friends. That recruitment was put in place, she said, and in motion by his accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell.
We need to get to the bottom of everybody who was involved with that, starting with Kaitlan Maxwell and going along the lines there. I was recruited at a very young age from Mar-a-Lago and been trapped in a world that I didn't understand, and I've been fighting that very world to this day, and I won't stop fighting. I will never be silenced until these people are brought to justice.
The president's answers today about his fallout with Jeffrey Epstein have only raised new questions about what the president